is up, guys? It's me again. I'm so sorry. I'm like 2 weeks late on a video. One, don't mind the frizzy hair. Two, I'm not at my computer. I'm in my living room. So, today's video, as you guys have seen me post, is going to be ghost stories. Now, I have a special story that I'm going to tell at the end of this, but they are true stories, true encounters. So, I'll tell two of my encounters. So to start off, down in Virginia, I used to live in Virginia. I don't anymore, unfortunately. I lived in this house. It was, I don't know when it was built, but it was kind of old because it would creak, it would settle. That's not what particularly scared me. It was mainly you see stuff, things happen. Now, you know how everybody says that kids can see things that particularly us adults can't. Well, I was that one kid. It didn't happen often, but it happened. And I don't know what I was seeing or who was there or what was happening. But it was the weirdest feeling ever. So we had a bedroom downstairs. Our bedroom was next to my parents' room, and then here was the bathroom, and there was a little hallway right here. And this particular room that me and my sister stayed in, so I shared a bedroom with her. I always felt watched. It was weird. I always had this, like, thing that, like, told me, hey, look at the window. Like, I always glanced at the window like something would be there, but there never was anything there. And, it was unsettling. It just made your skin crawl because you didn't know what or why you were feeling that way. And then one day, me and my mom were in the living room, and we had a surround system hooked up to our TV. And I think we had a remote to the surround system, or you could go up to the surround system and just turn it up or down, volume-wise. And we were just sitting there. The remote was, halfway across the living room, so we didn't have it in our reach. And so the surround system out of nowhere turns all the way up. It started blaring because it was at a medium, just good, we could hear it. We didn't need to do anything to the volume. And all of a sudden, it just shot all the way up and was blaring, and it scared us because it was like out of the blue. We weren't expecting it, so it was like a jump scare. And so we took care of that. We turned it back down, but it wasn't the first time that it happened. It kept happening. Not in the same day, but it did keep happening. And then eventually I think it stopped. But it was so weird. And then I would be in my living room, about to walk out our front door, which is connected to our living room in front of our upstairs. And there would be moments I'm sitting there, and you know how you think you can see things out of the corner of your eye. I'm sorry, guys. I had a call that interrupted the video. I didn't mean for that. But yeah, so you know how you can see things out of the corner of your eye? Well, I always saw like this black figure just go down the hallway. It was weird. And as a kid, you're like, you don't really know or understand, but since I got older, it's like, oh my God, there is something in my house. I told my mom this. I haven't told my dad because I don't know if he would believe me. I don't know if he believes in it. But my mom, I told her, I was like, you guys might think I'm kidding, but I'm not. There's something there. I saw it, and it was creepy. And so that's my first encounter. That's what made me kind of like, oh my gosh, are these things real? Like, am I seeing things that, like, I had no idea because I don't know the history of the house. I don't know if somebody's passed there. I don't know who used to live there before us and all that fun stuff. So I don't know. Story number 2. This was recent. Yeah, this was actually in this house. As you know, I have a dog, and I was getting up for work one morning, and I couldn't fall asleep. I was up from 2 to like 5. I could not sleep. And the hour of spiritual activity is, 3 o'clock. Not in this case. No, not in this case at all. I got up at 6. I've slept for maybe like an hour, maybe like 30 minutes, something like that. And I come downstairs to use the bathroom, and I had the door cracked. I was home alone. I didn't care. And my dog was actually in the kitchen right over there, behind that wall. And she starts barking. I was like, oh, maybe my boyfriend's brother's home. Okay, cool. So I waited to hear the door open and footsteps. I heard nothing. I was like, oh, goodness. Their cousin's here. Whatever reason he would have been here. No, nobody was here. I walk out. Her hair's standing up, and she's barking, going crazy from our kitchen to that table right over there. And then she's coming over in here, barking with her hair up on her back. And I'm going to let you guys know, my dog doesn't do that. She doesn't bark with her hair up at people that she knows, or if somebody just comes in. So like when we have friends over that she's never met before, she'll just bark at them. She won't put her hair up. She'll just bark. When she puts her hair up, I believe is like warning, like, hey, somebody's here. Who is that? I don't know this person. Who is that? So, that, like, I have chills talking about it because it's the most surreal thing ever. Like, I wouldn't expect this to happen. So she keeps running to the stairs, which are over there. And, she was barking, kept barking. She wouldn't stop barking. I was like, what is your deal? What is going on? And then I call my mom up. I'm like, Mom, Coda won't stop barking. What is going on? I don't know. She's like, oh, maybe there's somebody there to visit you. I was like, Mom, don't tell me that. I was like, I have to get ready for work. And I have to go back upstairs, up the stairs where she's barking at. And I'm going to let you guys know, when she was at the stairs, she would bark at the stairs, run to the top of the stairs, bark, come back down the stairs, bark, go back up the stairs, bark, and come back downstairs and bark. I was terrified. I didn't want to go upstairs, but I was like, you know what? Let me make sure that I'm literally the only person here. Even though I already knew I was like, let's just go ahead and make sure that I am. Because apparently she was like, I want to go in the room. No, my dog didn't say that to me, but it was her actions. When I was like, all right, big girl panty time. Like, let's pull them up all the way up and let's go. So I got up and I went to the stairs, and we walked up the stairs. We sat in front of my door. And so up at the top of our stairs, there's a door here and a door here. This door is boyfriend's brother's room. This door is ours. And then there's just a wall right here. So there's nothing but 2 doors. Usually sometimes she mistakes his door because we used to sleep in that room for our room. But no, she went straight to the door. She went straight to ours and just stood there looking at the door, looked up at me, looked at the door, looked up at me, looked at the door. Like, come on, Mom, open the door. There's somebody in there. As soon as I opened the door, I opened it, she bolted in, and I froze in my tracks. Like, I stopped dead in them, holding the door. And my dog was barking, freaking out, hair up on her back again, barking like something was in my room. I couldn't tell if she was barking at my bed or barking at something standing in front of my bed. I couldn't tell. And oh my God, I have the biggest chills. You guys can't probably see them, but it sends chills down my body. But, yeah, so I was like, okay, if you want to stay in here, you can. Goodbye. And I started to close the door. She ran at me. She was like, no. So I let my dog out and we come back downstairs. Because I was like, fuck that. Sorry for my language, but that's exactly what I said. YouTube, don't demonetize me, please. And I was like, I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to stay downstairs, let it sit. And so I go in my basement, I grab some clothes, and I swear to God, I thought I heard something talk in the corner basement, and I don't know what it said. I don't know if it was just my mind messing with me, because, you know, if you're scared, your mind makes you see or hear things that potentially aren't really there. So, I come back upstairs, and I sit here with my dog on the couch for a little bit, and you know, she's calmed down, she's mellow. I was like, okay, I think I can go upstairs and start getting ready now, because if I don't, I'm going to be super late. And so I go upstairs, and everything was okay for a little bit. And, you know, I'm in my bathroom upstairs doing my makeup, hair, and I had my mom on FaceTime this whole time, right? I did not let her go. I was like, Mom, you're not leaving me alone. I cannot be alone right now. This is as close as I can have to a real person being near me at the moment. And so my dog was fine. And then all of a sudden she starts back up again. She went from my bed, walking around my room, and then started barking at my door. Again. Hair up. And all of a sudden, I look at her. I'm like, what are you barking at? What is going on? And she jumps on my bed, looks in the mirror across the room that's in front of our bed, and barks. And I'm going to let everybody know again that I don't like mirrors. It depends on a mirror. I can have two mirrors facing each other in my room. I can't, because I heard that's a vortex for the other side to get through, all that fun stuff. I don't trust it. Even though I'm like this partial skeptic, I still don't trust it. I don't like a lot of mirrors in one room. I can't have them facing each other. Like every mirror that's in my room, like I have this little mirror right here, right? Hey guys. I have this mirror, and it sits there in front of my mirror facing away from my mirror. Because, well, I had no other place to put it. Because in my bathroom, I have these two medicine cabinets, and they're push open, but they're mirror all the way around, and then you push it open, both doors, and there's mirror, mirror, mirror. Open it, and I think there's another mirror. So, I don't like those medicine cabinets. I don't like them at all. But they're good to do makeup in, so why not? So those were my experiences, and that experience I just told you was like maybe a couple months ago. Not even. I think it was like about a month ago. And yeah, it was scary. So if you guys didn't see, I posted on Twitter. If any of you guys had stories you wanted me to tell, or like anything that has happened to you, let me know and I'll share them in my video. I had this one special lady. She came to me and told me her story. Now I'm gonna pull it up now and I'll read it. Okay, so I have here on a paper plate, I wrote it down because I record with my phone. I don't use a camera, so until I get a camera, you won't see me hold my phone in my hand. But this is Lisa's 2 stories. I kind of summarized a bit. But yeah, I got back from my dad's birthday. And then after this, I'm packing up and then going to my mom. So yeah. The first one is when she... the first one is when she was 8 years old. She used to go to church, and there was this vicar, and excuse me if I'm saying this wrong, but there was a vicar who was strict and disliked children. And there was one day she was shopping with her mom, and they shopped at the market, and she looked up and saw him come towards her. She ducked, and no one even noticed or made any attention towards it all. She said it was strange how he just kept looking forward. And she said she told her mom who she saw, she said, "You can't have done, and then stopped to realize I didn't know he was dead. It happened a little, that was actually the next one. So that was her first ghost story, which was about when she was 8 years old. And the next one was when she was a little in her late 20s. She used to be a waitress at a hotel, and there was a conference room. At that conference room, she hated absolutely tremendously. She could not give you a reason why. She hated it. While she was waitressing, she was also a student too, so she was doing two things there. And there was one day she served a group of people when they got done with their conference, and she wasn't feeling good at the time, so she said it, which makes her unsure of what she actually saw. And she started to feel worse with a bad headache and got really hot. So while she was clearing by herself that night, she felt the need to look to her right, and she saw a girl, 19 years old, in a service uniform. Are you done? Being so loud. She was in a long dress, an apron, mop cap on her head with boots. Her hair had ringlets to her shoulders, and she was 5 feet away from her. She was petrified, ran out of the room, down the stairs to the main reception where her supervisor was. She must have looked awful, she said, because when the supervisor saw her, she put her hand on her shoulder and said, "Are you all right, love? You look like you just seen a ghost." And that was her second experience. If any of you guys have experiences that you want me to put in when I'm doing these things, please let me know. I would love to know them. I would love to share them. I would love to read them. But that is all for today. Excuse my dog. I'm so sorry. She's being so loud. Lay down, Coda. Lay. And I will see you guys next week with another video. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll even post one later this week. Let me guys know what you guys like to see down in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to go follow her. Her username is Padding Like Mad. I'll put it down right here. Make sure to go check out my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook page. They'll all be down in the description below. And yeah, I'll let you guys know when I post or when I'm getting ready to post. And please, any suggestions, I'll take them all. But I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Wash them hands. Use hand sanitizer. Just be careful. Okay? But thank you guys again so much. Have a great rest of your day. And always stay humble. Bye, guys.